So I went to Alexandria. That day, actually, we partied overnight. Now we went to the new jazz, Cairo Jazz, because they had Tech House playing.
Nice.
Had the best time of my life. Then just know alcohol is very expensive. Alcohol is so expensive that they allow you to bring in your own alcohol into the club.
Crazy.
Yeah. Alcohol in the club is so expensive. You bring in your own alcohol and just buy chasers and shisha and whatever. Like they even know. So
they just lower the prices then.
Someone was asking on Twitter whether you're a man or a woman. Are you a man?
Oh.
Mister?
Do I need to confirm it?
Even us, we are a bit confused.
Can I call you Mister?
Yeah, Denis got confused.
So,
No, but I found it so weird. Bono semeti ule jamaa.
yeah, like
Anakuanga. I'm like, you already said jamaa. Like, are you okay?
so I'm like, it was just.
Mimi nafeel wase uninoke alafu wanajidoubt. Kuna msanii kwa hapo kwa comments ati anashinanga ametuonyesha mathighs. I'm like,
Am I?
me in the car. These boda guys are so chaotic. Me on a boda. Peter hapo katikati.
No, it's so
The
true.
duality of man.
It's so true.
Kama umechelewa. Aya. Before I go into this one, there's another funny one I saw that's kind of related.
Yeah.
Someone was saying, ile French yote nilisoma primary school. Nimetumia tu kusikiza Lingala.
Over 26.
This is
The Burger Podcast.
This is the Brunch Club. Over 26.
Welcome back to
The mics are closed.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.
What up, my name is Chaxy, the mastermind, your main guy, the Lord Chaxy, the brief from Mariah is around, the amazing Mwass is around, the whole gang is around, episode 215, we are...
Mic Cheque!
Ah, nice. Deno, episode 215, we are...
Mic Cheque!
Just now I have to check it again.
Mode wa
time
maths,
until Deno gets here.
Namjue kazi ya Deno ni concentrate. Microphone is end off. Camera.
Facts.
Camera?
So,
Microphones.
camera.
Huh? Cameras or microphones?
Hey. I have 2 brain cells left and I'm using one to breathe.
Imagine.
If you want to breathe. So I'll begin maybe with a quick announcement. So initially we were supposed to do Kilifi and Nairobi Hangouts.
Yeah.
But we decided to push that to next year.
Alright.
Boo-hoo-hoo.
For a few reasons. One, of course we have good news. We'll get to the good news for sure.
Yeah.
So for Kilifi was mainly because some of the partners were supposed to come on board for that. Well, they dragged so long. So December is getting here. It's such a busy month. If I don't have confirmations in good time, then what's the point in running so close? You know what I mean? And then I was too many logistics involved. Everything, the guys in Kilifi, everything was set on the other end.
Yeah.
From our end, I think everything was going to be in track for 7th.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then everyone else is just be like, guys, if we have to make an announcement, we have to plan ourselves.
Truly.
It's flights are running out. So because also we want to book flights if not everything is confirmed. So that logistical nightmare, we're like, you know what? The pod anyway is coming on the road. Kilifi, we make a stop.
Yay.
Now for December, we're not gonna do the hangout the way we had it in mind, but we're doing a couple of things in December. So we'll announce those closer to December. So for the guys who are in Nairobi, see you somewhere in December. So that's coming. Then for the Air Force One customs, I think we are fine. You should get contacted this coming week.
Yay.
Yeah, so we should start seeing maybe some pairs.
Yeah.
Depending on how I make custom sneakers feels. What do you do?
I do
custom sneakers. How you guys been, man?
We are being
Better.
Is the being?
yeah. Pro Max.
We're being.
Yeah, she's happy. Looks like
She's gotten her nails did.
smiling.
You have the bob.
No.
Yeah. Oh, another second week on time. No, last week she was late.
Yes, I was on time today.
Last week?
Last week, nilichelewa na like 15 minutes.
That's a lot. Let me keep my hands.
As compared to...
I've transferred.
As compared to...
It'll be the next week you come back. You come like one day earlier.
And you?
I'll be here.
I'm
here for next week.
What about you?
I'm here for next week already. I'm 1 week earlier. Stoky. Utanipata hapa na Ernest.
Mwass is going to be here.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, remember to subscribe. Road to 100K. When do you guys genuinely think we can hit 100K before
We can.
Yeah.
It's possible.
We can't.
We are now 77.7.
77.7, I think.
It's actually very possible.
Yeah, it's very
We
possible.
can.
Because that's just 20-something people.
Imagine.
Very possible.
Very possible. Yeah. We just need to have a tight,
Literally,
a tight
22.3.
So
Nipeni miwani.
228.
So road to 100K, get us to 100K subscribers, and then on Spotify and Apple.
Hey, Abo.
Hey.
Hiyo ni akuria hiyo.
Guys, we are
Haijafika huku
it's
bado.
5 p.m. Mama ni saa ngapi?
Hey, Abo.
Hiyo ni sigara nimevutisha huko Cairo. Anyway, we'll get to that. So for Spotify and Apple podcasts, there's normally you like and rate.
Yeah.
So yeah, it means a lot, guys. Go like, rate. And also you can't like or rate whatever you've never listened to. So this is for guys on YouTube.
Makes
so
sense.
play anything and then it picks you've ever listened.
Yeah.
Then now you can rate and like.
Yeah.
What other announcement do I have?
You said you had good news.
Oh yeah, we have good news.
Can you put ile video ya Charisma akifanya hivi? Just here.
Good news. Okay, now this one deserves drum rolls for real.
Proper.
Yeah. So,
Na tujeka effects za drum rolls, damn.
They're there somewhere.
They're there somewhere.
Wait, inakuanga ma explosions.
Yeah. So, drum rolls, everybody. Woo!
Keep it going.
It best not be ChatGPT.
No. Guess what?
What?
Finally.
Finally.
We have our own gear! Oh my goodness. We finally have gear.
You feel so nice to
Like
say
we can
that.
literally do mic check on the road
Anytime.
officially.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Anytime.
And also it means we can record like
As
literally
much content
So now
as
we just
want.
we just need to work around Snowball's schedule, which is easy.
Truly.
Mm.
But it's anytime.
Yeah,
As in
like
any
like if you're
time.
busy
Yeah.
and we're like, guys, we meet 10 till midnight, record an episode.
Boom.
We're done.
Yeah.
It's done.
Imagine.
If you decide we wanna take the road going towards Busia,
That tunaenda
and we do
tu.
an
And we
Nakuru
go.
and we just go.
That's
Imagine.
crazy.
Yeah.
And we do all the stops.
And we make all the stops.
Literally.
Hey.
Oh, game changer.
I'm so
I'm
excited.
excited.
I'm just gonna say it's Checkova season, bro.
Yeah, period.
So Misfix is going to come back.
Period.
I'm gonna start filming in conversation again.
Yay.
I don't know.
The
you
kids
guys
shows.
Yeah, the kids
We-
like so much.
We can work around that.
Street Check is coming back. No, it's
Com-
not coming back.
coming
It's
back.
officially
Where?
going to start. Hey. Members
where
are
and
about
your
to
Maasai
eat good.
parents?
Proper.
Oh, me and my Maasai parents. But crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yani, let me take a sip for
It's
that.
been what? 2
It's
years?
been,
2 years
imagine.
and like 6 months.
Yeah.
Maybe.
7, I guess.
7.
Around 2 years, 7. Yeah.
2 years and? Our mathematician.
No, our scientist. Mariah the scientist.
Sure, na mtu anafikiria hivi. I would never trust anyone who thinks like that. If I go to a doctor's hospital and they're reading my results like this,
Yeah.
I'm about to be lied to.
In the US, align the brain. But anyway. Mhm.
All the kids haven't checked.
Yeah, sure.
Let's get on checked.
Bro, I feel like I'm surviving on 2 brain cells.
Who you?
So.
Yeah. Let me see.
Oh, I think
Then-
I saw 2. So this one was a screenshot from TikTok. Ati, it's the dumbest thing, but yeah. Ati mbona North na South huomba na msamaha. North Pole, South Pole.
Huyo. We dim your kitu.
Then the last one was in English, we say, I wasn't ready for goodbye. In poetry, we say, someone quotes Bien's verse or Naibu. So you guys will have to finish. Kamisio. There you go. So yeah.
Kamisi na baika?
Uliwacha na nusanga ndio nilale.
Lale.
Yeah.
That was a bar.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, then this one was dark. Someone by the name Herin Lando says someone had posted on TikTok juicy that squeezy ukiiva forex unaitwa mbinguni ufunze Moses na Elijah.
I just had it open here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is because of all the forex billionaires
Yeah,
in quotes who've just
yeah.
been dying mysteriously.
Yeah.
Damn. Hey.
Yeah, I'm done.
This one is by some babe called AK Smitten, I guess. Karibu niseme Smitten. Me in the car. These boda guys are so chaotic. Me on a boda. Peter hapo katikati.
No, it's so
The
true.
duality of man.
It's so true.
Kama umechelewa. Aya. Before I go into this one, there's another funny one I saw that's kind of related.
Yeah.
Someone was saying, ile French yote nilisoma primary school. Nimeitumia tu kusikiza Lingala.
No, truly.
But then
Truly.
this
Not
guy,
it's never French. It's their
bonjour,
lingo.
bonjour, kupe kubamba.
It's their sheng that has a lot of French.
Yeah. Mubabadi, Mushiri H akasema, agriculture nayo ni kama nilifanya ndio nitoe mama crop tops.
Hata siwezi cheka.
But now the funniest
fair.
one. So Hanifa finally met Nazizi and they took a selfie and they posted it on the timeline. Then someone quoted it and said, Lisan Al-Gaib quoted and said, crazy how they both made necessary noise.
I love that.
Wow.
That was a bang.
I love that. Hey, banger. Hey.
That was a
I love
banger.
that.
Yeah.
Huyo akili yake, huyo usidimu.
Working overtime.
Yeah.
And this is how it looks. So you can just tell he's a crackhead.
No, for real.
Now he looks like he does drugs, for sure.
Huyo anakaa mkihanga utaboeka. Something.
But that's crazy because most
Stories
was
are
had his
jabba.
hair like this.
Yeah. This looks like if Mas did had drugs. So you can think about what that looks
Okay.
like. So I have one, and then I wrote an open letter to the president. So I have two. So the letter is the second one. So the first one by Konyango. This is just when someone was asking on Twitter whether you're a man or a woman. Are you a man?
Oh,
Mister?
do I need to confirm it?
Even us, we are a bit confused.
Can I call you
sometimes.
Mister?
Yeah, endeleeni kuko confused.
So
No, but I found it so weird. Mbona usemeti ule jamaa
yeah, like
anakuanga. I'm like, you already said jamaa. Like, are you okay?
so I'm like, it was just
Mimi nafeel wase uninoki alafu wanajidoubt. Kuna msanii kwa hapo kwa comments ati anashinanga ametuonyesha mathighs. I'm like,
Am I? What?
excuse me, wewe enda Spotify.
What?
Adjo Konyango said people from marginalized communities should not be allowed to drink alcohol. Sasa Mkuri anakunywa pombe nani atainua community.
No, truly.
What about people wenye tuko wengi sana?
Just do it.
Obviously,
Reduce the numbers. You, yeah.
Anyway, it's just weird because my open letter to the president, I connect now somehow. But before then, just want to remind you about wait, hold up. Yes, I'd like to remind you about the festive season that is upon us. You guys, I know you guys are heavy on Christmas. Me, I'll decide. But Simon,
heavy is a big
I
word.
know, like heavy.
you guys are
Damn.
heavy on Christmas.
No.
Hey. Mwass has to go out just doing
Mwass,
music.
he's the one who's always
yeah.
says anatafuta
Nini-
long sleeved.
Nini,
Wacha mchezo bwana. It's time to transform into the boy I was made.
Because
Tie my hair back.
I lose the earring.
The long sleeves.
You have so much work on your hands.
Hey,
Isn't that It's
mnekanga
crazy.
earrings mkitoa.
I know. Then wherever your family travels, always
They love to travel, and me, I'm not a traveler. So I'm just right now. I'm looking for a
Unachunga
way
nyumba.
how to run away. Because this time they're like, you have to. You've not been there for how long? I'm still looking for venye nitaipa hii story. I don't want to go.
Hakunanga kuhepa kwetu. Even the day I was tested positive COVID, ilikuwa bado unakuja sana.
Oh.
I'm like, are you mad? Yeah.
oh, because that was around Christmas time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this time I don't think we're doing anything crazy.
Yeah.
Just at my mza's place.
But in Kahawa,
yeah.
not Maranga.
We're not going to Maranga
okay.
this time.
Okay.
Can I come?
Are you coming to have fun or to witness me? Mwangi,
Both.
inua jumper ni kuoshe mkono.
Jump and in fashion corner.
Or my dad will see your tattoos and be like, umechorwa. Sio mimi
I'll be
peke.
like, "Ini Batman."
Sio mimi peke.
You know, Ted is always telling me the day my dad discovers the piercings, or the day if he's discovered and he's coming, the day he approaches me about it, I make sure Ted is there, even if it's a work day.
No, seriously, you just
Why?
record the
He
whole
wants to
thing.
observe.
Just to observe.
Which reminds you know, Philip actually pierced his ears.
Oh, finally, really?
Bro.
Yeah? Is your mom losing it? No, your dad.
My dad hasn't seen him yet. So my mom was just like, okay, you could definitely see the disappointment on her face. But the commentary that came after that was just hilarious. Like, babe, no. So Philip was like, nah, ma, I look drippy, I look nice. She's like, yeah. Next thing you'll also wear a dress and you'll tell me you look nice.
I mean, if the dress looks
Don't
nice.
do that, no.
It's a nice dress.
Nah, nah, but yeah, so it's done. Now I'm conflicted because I want to go to Shags to see how Mr. Win is going to take
he's not coming to Nairobi?
No.
Okay.
I'm
amemaliza the 6 weeks because you can't remove the pins.
Oh, you can't move?
Yeah, for at least.
No, he won't. He'll be like your wiki ya mwisho.
Haya.
Ni
Ni kama naenda Migori mimi.
Yeah.
I might have to witness this.
You're doing the tour of disappointing the parents, starting from Cairo.
When are you guys actually traveling? The week of 20th? So we probably need to record in advance before then. So December maybe. Anyway, we can record in bulk. Not a problem. Are we getting the Christmas tree?
Yay.
Nice.
Say less. And we can decorate it.
Yay.
Say less.
Mic check match. All through.
Na magilbis mingi tu.
Love it.
Anyway.
There's a lot of mugs.
Yeah. Anyway, so reminder about DStv stream. So stream on the good times with DStv. And remember that it's allowed, not allowed, it's available on your tablets, phones, TVs, computers. And DStv stream just allows you to catch all the action from any part of the world without necessarily needing a decoder or needing a prior subscription. So download the app and then just get yourself streaming. And I know December is quite action packed. For guys who love football, let me tell you what you can look up.
It's gonna be crazy. To Manchester
United. So for instance, Liverpool, Man City, that's a big game coming up in December. Chelsea, Aston Villa, those are small teams, so no one cares so much about that. But there's Man United, Everton. So Everton is definitely the smaller team. We're definitely winning that by a landslide.
When is Tottenham playing?
They're not even part of my notes. Then also
Mapangale this early.
Arsenal, Man United as well is happening in December.
My money is on Arsenal.
Love it.
I mean,
Me
that's
too.
how you lose money. If you just have money to waste. Your pesa hata ungepatia menu na banki. Anyway.
Money na betting kichwani.
Newcastle is hosting Liverpool as well. That's still December. That's a good match. Then we do have the UEFA Champions League back. Now that is very exciting. Yeah, so anyway, so that
is
plus...
that the one with the nice song?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, do better.
Yeah,
seriously.
I got
do
you.
Better.
Mafans wa Manu tutakujanga. Anyway, so remember to download DStv stream and you can catch all that plus more actions. Stream on the good times with DStv this December. So what happened? What happened this week?
You tell us. Where's my pharaoh, by the way?
I brought you a pharaoh.
A whole pharaoh.
Yeah.
No, like a live one. See, I need an Egyptian king. It's called the pharaoh.
Yeah. Let me read my open letter to the president first.
Is it 5 pages?
I hope not.
And I hope hakuna voice note.
And we recorded it.
No.
Yenye ulina unalia.
Yeah. So we go. Sindo. So dear Mr. President, first off, let me start by saying you're doing what you have to do in steering the nation in whichever direction you like. The economy is, well, let's just say we are surviving barely. But hey, who needs a stable economy when you have your dedication to farming and Sunday sermons? Now, I've noticed something, Mr. President. You're quite the serious guy. Church on Sundays, early morning farming duties. From the outside looks quite responsible and outstanding. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with spending your weekend pruning maize stalks and milking cows. But hear me out for a second. Have you ever, even just once, considered swapping that glass of water or milk for something a little spicier? You see, there's this magical potion called tequila. Now, before you clutch your Bible and start praying for my soul, let me explain. This isn't about further corrupting the leader of a great nation. It's about broadening horizons. Imagine this, Mr. President, a Sunday afternoon after a long day on the farm. The birds are singing, your cows are mooing, whatever they do, and you've harvested the finest batch of sukuma wiki Kenya has ever seen. The millions of chickens you have just running around. Now you take off your boots, sit back, and instead of reaching for that glass of fresh milk, you pour yourself a little bit of smooth tequila. I promise you it's an experience that might just rival the thrill of a successful fertilizer subsidy program. Tequila is the kind of thing that makes you see life in HD. You might even start hearing the choir sing hallelujah in surround sound. But hey, I get it. You're a man of God and I respect that truly. However, if you're going to take Kenya to the next level, sometimes we need to think outside the farm. Maybe a few shots could inspire some new policies. Something like the Tequila Initiative. Has a nice ring to it. What do you think, Mr. President?
TTI.
So far, how are we doing?
Truly.
So, Mr. President, on behalf of the good people of Mic Cheque Podcast, especially these two who are pretending like they never saw this in advance, and in the spirit of national unity and a little bit of fun, please consider this an open invitation to join me and some of these guys. Not everyone will come. For a night out, just to loosen up a little bit, take off the tie, swap the hymn book for a cocktail menu, and make some memories that'll have the entire nation laughing and maybe dancing. After all, we can't let those Mexicans think they're the only ones who know how to have a good time. Yours sincerely, the Lord, and consider yourself summoned. Hey!
Who is your ghostwriter?
yeah.
What are we?
Are those handcuffs?
Tear gas. Tear gas clubs.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Do you think you can actually do a night out? What if it says, sawa, Chaxy, maneno yako tumetenga, tequila tatu?
I don't know. I'd probably take it.
But like doing a night out with Uhuru would have been fun.
Crazy.
Vibes.
Hata maybe angekufikisha home. Ndio umebleki. Na wewe ndio ulimtoa kwa nyumba.
Vibes. He looks like a good time.
I hear before Uhuru Park was opened, he used to actually just hang out inside Uhuru Park in the evening. That car house,
fully stocked.
Yeah, that's why he'll just always chill because his bar was there.
Yeah,
it was closed off from the public, and that's why he'd just hang out.
Yeah.
Not too far from his house, anyways.
Overlooking the city.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think? Do you think he's going to... And this is going to get to him for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. This car clip.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Are you down?
Me, I'll be on the next table with you guys.
Would you actually?
Because you guys will not be having fun. It looks like you're drinking, like you just swap out everything with a thermos and it's a meeting. Like, tenga yo bilian. Usikunywe sana.
But we already told him we want to lose.
Wewe huweki maji kwa yako. Hey, wewe umekunywa sana.
Yeah.
Wewe unakunywa hivyo.
Yeah. But I want to start doing like a segment.
Yeah.
So today was just like an open letter to the president. But I want to start doing like a segment of just things that I learn or things that I find interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, all those stupid things I watch. Mnasemanga naonanga tu out and random stuff online. Yeah, I'll start doing like a segment of sorts. And also even going to Egypt was very like, oh shit. I was like, okay, maybe I should really do this. Because I've thought about it, but I was like, this was very affirming.
Yeah.
Can I tell you how Egypt was?
Please.
Yes, please.
Where do we begin? Okay, let's start
with my Pharaoh. Is he walking in the room like...
Let's start with the cigarettes.
No. Let's start with my Pharaoh. Is he walking in the room like, what's the plan?
That is human trafficking, bro.
Bruh. I feel like each time I travel, especially for fun, good things always happen. True. I feel like I just need to keep traveling. Because also we're supposed to announce a new partner this week. But we're saving that for next week.
Yeah.
Things are many. Translate directly. Things are many. Anyway, so I arrived. They have this weird, no, I don't want to say weird, but they have this very early morning flights. that so there's only one direct flight, which is by Egypt Air. The other flights you have to connect through the UAE. So on Emirates for Dubai, Qatar for Qatar, then Etihad for Abu Dhabi. So which is like 12 hours and a layover in one of those countries, depending,
that's
right?
a lot.
So I was like, I'm booking myself the direct one, which is 5 hours.
Yeah.
Egypt Air. So book myself Egypt Air. There's this flight that leaves at 3 a.m. And then you're there early in the morning, like at 9, 8.
You start your day there.
Yeah, just start your
That's
day.
nice.
Start your full day there. So I don't know much. I've not read too much about Egypt. I know probably what everyone knows. But I've always been really interested in the history of just the country as Egypt. So initially, remember, my plan was to do Namibia, and then some other guys convinced me to do Egypt. So now I packed Namibia. Anyway, so I land early in the morning, and then there was a guy who was supposed to come pick me from the airport. So we messaged in the evening, the night before. Even when I'm heading to the airport, I'm like, cool, heading to the airport. I'll see you in a bit. The guy is like, cool, I'll be there by 9. Because I was landing at 8:30 in the morning, so 30 minutes, customs, checkout. 9 is fine. I find him at the gates. So I get in, trying to get on Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi doesn't work. So I'm like, I go to the gate where I was supposed to meet this guy. I'm like, there's no one, like I can't see anybody. So I speak to some dude and ask them to hotspot me. So they hotspot me. I call this guy and he's acting surprised that I'm already there. I'm like, bruh, he said you'll be here by 9. It's 9:10. I'm calling the guy, he acts surprised. He's like, okay, so give me 20 minutes, I'll be there. 20 minutes elapse, 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
Hey, can you only land coast?
I'm like, this whole time, all the air is just cigarettes. Everyone smokes. I'm not even. And, in Kenya, for instance, guys smoke outside. And then if you go to like clubs, in the smoking areas, which mostly will have a balcony. No, you go there in the middle of the club. Next to you, someone is smoking a cigarette. So the entire club just smells of cigarettes. Anyway, we get to that. So eventually this guy comes. Then I was supposed to go check in, because I was staying with Sam. Supposed to go check in, drop stuff, change, and then we go to the pyramids. So this guy is late. Our guide for the pyramids is already there. I have to go straight to the pyramids. So we change, we're going straight to the pyramids. Hey, if you think guys in Nairobi drive crazy, you have to go to Egypt and experience for yourself. Everyone is rushing somewhere, and then, you see the way matatu drivers drive here, now that's everyone on the road.
That is insane.
Personal cars.
Yeah, everyone. That's how everyone drives. Yeah, personal cars,
with
Ubers, everyone. Yeah. Anyway, so this guy almost gets us killed, to be honest. He was a very good guy, but I think he missed a turn, and then he decided he has to take it. And then there's a lorry that was coming. Like, you could literally smell the tires burn because of how much the guy was trying to brake. Anyway, end up to the pyramids. So, because I've never been to Egypt, this is the first time I'm actually even seeing the pyramids. I'm trying to find the best way to describe what the pyramids look like. When they say the Great Pyramids of Giza, they are the most outstanding anything you'll ever see. They are actually majestic. The word is majestic. When you think of what majestic would mean, that is exactly what the pyramids are. Bro, those things are unexplainable. Like, you look at the pyramids and then you just go quiet for some time and really just take it in.
Yeah.
So so our guide is there explaining about the pyramids, everything. Of course, everything has been built to precision. It's the angles, it's the measurements, everything done in accordance to the distance between the sun and the moon. All the pyramids have the doors and everything facing exact same directions. It's insane that they had geometry to that level, because we think we're the most advanced civilization.
Yeah.
And then they didn't have technology that we have now, but then they had everything done to precision. It's just so, of course, they know which eras they were built, but they don't know how they were built. So they'll tell you maybe the first Great Pyramid was built by this pharaoh during this time, blah, 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 but no one knows how they were built. Everything's still intact, up to date. Then we managed to get into one of the pyramids. I think the third Great Pyramid of Giza, yeah. So we got in, maybe that one, they've only been able to access it like 12 meters only. Damn. Only 12 meters. So we went down only 12 meters, got to the end. I think it's one of the pictures I posted, Sam, myself, and we were just sat up waving. So that's like the farthest you can go. So then, so we go in, leave We do the whole tour around there. There's camels, bro. Like there's actual chariots. They still have that shit. Then it's just the detail. And also, those stones of the pyramid, they don't have like cement or anything in between. So even them, they don't
They're
understand
just
how they were
stacked up.
stacked.
Yeah.
They still don't understand how they were stacked up.
How big is one? Like, I hear it's like really big.
They're very massive. Like they're extremely huge. Extremely huge. Anyway, so we see the pyramids, we finished, then we now go to see the Sphinx now.
To kiss it. That's the one Maria was like,
Who are you kissing? I was like, I'm about to go kiss the Sphinx. So it's the head of a human being, a pharaoh, but then the body is the body of a lion. But also remember, lions never used to exist in Egypt back in the days. So someone must have traveled and seen a lion and understood that they were kings of the jungle and they were like really powerful animals. Because even the Sphinx, a lot of it was covered in sand. It took one, I think an Italian archaeologist over the years who eventually was like, this thing is actually buried in something. So then they uncovered part of it. So, but then no one has ever been inside. We don't know what's inside. Even all the other pyramids, they've been able to get into a certain level, but no one knows what else lies inside those pyramids or how they were built. And it's insane. And as soon as you drive in Cairo, you realize that immediately you leave the airport, you take that long drive like to the pyramids, you realize that these are people who've been intentional about keeping their city the way it is. The buildings look exactly the same. You'd say old or what, they look exactly the same. And they're very intentional about keeping it like that. So what they've done is they have an hour from now the old Cairo, they have now a new city called New Cairo. So the New Cairo is what now has big shopping malls, everything. But the old Cairo is exactly the same.
I like that.
Same. Then has the small islands around the Nile, because like we're staying in one of the islands as well. Around the Nile comes in. They have this tower called the Cairo Tower that you see the whole of Cairo from the top of it. It's insane. So during the day, it may look dusty or not, because also it's the desert. So what colors are you going to paint your houses? It's going to be the brownish mchanga colors, normal. But also how long will you maintain it? They see rain like twice a year, max. So we went, now was the best time because you could just be outside. It wasn't too hot. It wasn't in the 40s, 50 degrees. You could go outside. But also because of how hot it is, guys, life begins a bit late. So guys go till guys will be having lunch at 4 p.m., 5 p.m. So 1 p.m. you go to a restaurant, it's just you guys.
Damn.
Yeah. And then so we did the whole thing, the museums. The other thing that you just have to experience is just the castles. You get to see how the kings used to live, bro. Those castles are humongous and they've been maintained exactly the same way they were.
Like
so you get into the castles and you just see how the kings used to live. I'm telling you, when they say that, I think now the word king has a very different meaning.
Live like a king.
Because live like a king actually meant living like a king. Then we went to a museum, the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization. It's one of the new ones, I think 2 years old, that has 21 mummies. No, 20-something. Over 21 mummies. Wow. And we got a chance to just walk around, see all the mummies with all the descriptions, who they were, kings, queens. And they've just been preserved. Thousands of years, even these guys can't explain how they were able to preserve the bodies to still remain intact till now. Some of them have teeth, hair. Interesting to see black pharaohs.
Damn.
Yeah.
Which you didn't bring back, by the
So
way.
so the museum is layered. So the other place where they have artifacts, bro, they have actual Qurans written by hand that they've still kept. They have so much. They have actual tombs of the kings and whatnot. So those you can take pictures and do what, have a couple of videos. But then when you go now to the basement where all the mummies are, completely videography. I think there's someone who tried to sneak in, record a video, and the guards were very quick. There's definitely someone watching it 24/7. I don't know why they tried to do that. I thought it was a bit stupid. Also, just
enjoy the experience.
Yeah, and also
honestly.
just enjoy it.
Plus also it's for religious or just cultural reasons.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. Like take pictures of everything else. But now you're going to be shown a dead body and you're
there recording it. So bro, over 20-something mummies.
That's insane.
There was this king pharaoh who was called Ramses who had over like 48 wives and whatnot. So that was my favorite. Of course, was my favorite king.
Of course.
I think I might. Even the two sura yake kunibamba sana, I would have, like got an ink or something. But you can take one for the team. I'll send you some pictures. So that's Cairo, bro. Then usiku, nightlife, normal. So we so the organization I work for, they had like a thing. So of course, when I spoke to some of my friends, told them I was around, so I went for that thing, and then went to Cairo Jazz Club. So they have 2 jazz clubs. There's the older one, and then they've built a newer one. So I went to the older Cairo Jazz Club. Fantastic. Had such a good time. No, except now that's now when the smoking is. Do you know, genuinely, I got back to the house.
You smell like cigarettes.
Completely, like all your clothes smell completely like cigarettes. So each day when you come back to the house, you just remove the clothes because you smell like cigarettes. Yeah, completely smell like cigarettes. Even in restaurants, you're having lunch and around, it just smells like cigarettes because everyone is just smoking around you.
Do they do like? I'm curious. Do they have like advertising for cigarettes there? Is it allowed?
I didn't see advertising for cigarettes, but because also they don't drink publicly. Like people drink and whatnot, but not publicly. Like for instance, when you are driving around and you see something that looks like a club, it's just shisha inside and soft beverages. Like they're not displaying alcohol.
Yeah.
They drink, but it's not displayed. So I think the easiest vice for the guys is just cigarettes, and then it just becomes a thing.
Okay, that's culturally accepted.
Yeah, then that's the thing that the culture accepts. So everyone just smokes. Beautiful, bro. Restaurants, the antique stores, the book. Like it's a beautiful country. Like if you're really interested in just understanding culture, and I'm telling you, bro, as soon as you drive in, you just understand that these are guys who are intentional about preserving their history. And then it's just clear because we joke a lot about the guys in the north. They don't identify as Africans. Then now you start understanding why these guys have like a huge what is it? Is it called an identical crisis? No, what is the word? Identity crisis.
Yeah.
Like it's a big deal because they've been colonized like 4 different times. She was even telling us there's, I think now, is it the Turkish who colonized them last? Or was the British? I think one of those 2. That at some point, even the colonizers would come in and blend with their culture because their culture is so strong. You look at the outfits, it's so strong that at some point it would be hard to know who's a foreigner and who's a local because even all the foreigners are blended into their culture.
Insane.
They dress like them. So you start to understand and pick why they have such a big identity crisis. It's because also they've gone through so much. But I really want to go back because now I really wanted to see as much as I possibly could, and now I just want to go and just chill, meet guys, like just immerse myself a bit more. Then we got a chance. So what I didn't do is I didn't get a chance to go to the Red Sea, so I had to pick a city. So I picked a city called Alexandria. Also because I was like, Alexandria used to be the capital. Alexandria is so that's where the Mediterranean Ocean is. So that was also my first time in the Mediterranean. And also used to be the capital, but also has such rich history. So I went to Alexandria. That day, actually, we partied overnight. Now we went to the new Cairo Jazz, because they had tech house playing.
Nice.
Had the best time of my life. Then just know alcohol is very expensive. Alcohol is so expensive that they allow you to bring in your own alcohol into the club.
Crazy.
Yeah. Alcohol in the club is so expensive. You bring in your own alcohol and just buy chasers and shisha and whatever. Like they even know. So
they just lower the prices then.
I don't know. So we went to so we left the club. I think slept genuinely like an hour. Then the driver was already there, so we left for. Sam actually is the one who stayed up because I think would have passed out. Driver came, picked us, and then now we drove to Alexandria, which is like 3 hours away. So slept along the way, but of course did. You want to see as much as you possibly can. Then now we get to Alexandria. Oh my God. And I'm genuinely in love with that city. Like I wish I had more time to spend a bit more time there. So Alexandria, same thing. Preserved exactly the way. So Alexandria was built
Is
by
this the longest Chaxy has gone without mentioning something sexual?
Yeah.
I was even about to ask because like you haven't even mentioned like the women.
Yeah, I'll come to that. So I swear. So that city was built by the British. You step into Alexandria, it looks like London completely. You feel like you may think that you're still in London. Also, they have these old cabs that are still old, black and yellow, up to date. All their cabs are completely old, black and yellow, unless now you order an Uber, which is modern. But you see the taxis, you're like, those are the taxis.
Yeah.
Then they're in the Mediterranean, so they have the sea. So we did like a small cruise. And then there's just one, what is it called? It's one castle. There's just one castle, literally, when you walk in, you see it. Like, you don't miss it. And that's why the king used to live as well, complete with a seafront view, access and everything. You see all the military set up at the top, because you had to defend yourselves in case there was attack coming from the water. And it's still maintained up to date. It's insane what they've done with that country, bro.
Wow.
Is there a lot of gold in the castles?
You can. I don't know. You don't see it now, but there's gold everywhere. From the ornaments, then they had a lot of these Egyptian symbols. You see them in everything, like up to date. Because we saw an actual chariot that the king used to use in the museum, and it's engraved with all these symbols. You know, like this ankh, the thing I normally have, the Egyptian symbol of life. All these things, they are everywhere. You see them everywhere, engraved into detail. Everything is really well done, bro. The wood, it's just insane how much precision they had, but just how much detail they had.
Yeah.
So everything looks beautiful. Everything antique looks beautiful. Because they have all these patterns. Everything you see online, the patterns and the sculptures, and you see everything in person. Then, of course, they had a lot of gold, like so much gold. So, you don't have it now for obvious reasons. Of course, the white man came, picked as much as they possibly could. But I can only imagine how much gold may still exist within the pyramids. Because most of it is still not,
because the pharaohs used to be buried with their belongings.
Yeah.
They used to included a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Damn.
So then that is sort of, what else did you see in Alexandria? But it was so beautiful. Quiet, not as chaotic as Cairo might be. Quiet, clean. Then now they have the North Coast, which only opens twice for 2 months every year. Complete setup with beach clubs, everything, but only opens in the summer for 2 months. So that's where all the crazy parties happen. Black coffees, whatnot. If you if you love house music,
that's where you should go.
Afro house, that's where you go during the summer. Nice. So that's a good spot to check out in the summer. Yeah. But 10 out of 10 experience, bro. Loved it. Yeah, so too, of course, typical language barrier. So you have, sometimes getting around was a bit difficult. So you have to really try to speak broken English. I'm not just Google Translate. So do English, Arabic, and then back and forth. But beautiful. Went to the market. There, everyone, just walking to the market, everyone was just calling me Bob Marley. Bob Marley. But really nice people, rich history, amazing food. And it's just beautiful to see how they preserved it. Yeah. You know, it reminds you of just Lamu. Because Lamu is the closest we have to anything that reminds you of just how people lived. Yeah. Man, I had such a great time. So I love Egypt. For sure, I had a good time. Nitu kifua yangu, I need to be checked.
Yeah, for
I have smoked. The smoking was smoked. And even the day after the club, I just had soup. I was like, this feels so good. Because the smoke, bro, who could you smoke? Like, it's not even, yeah. And the guys drive crazy. Like, we were literally running late to come to the airport. Because we went to meet some Kenyans and friends of some in New Cairo. And they ended up coming back late because there's also a bit of insane traffic sometimes.
Yeah.
And this Uber driver who's taking us to the airport has 2 phones, driving, they all just like driving by the side of the road, speeding the way he wants, and he's chatting.
Huh?
Chatting. But I'm like, he's on his phone, switching phones. He's on this phone, switches to this other one. I'm like, Sam, can you just tell this guy he can continue texting his people on WhatsApp? I saw he was. It's just normal.
It's
just normal. It's just
crazy.
normal. Let me see, what else?
The language barrier, what do they speak?
Arabic.
Okay.
Arabic, yeah. Then, so what I looked forward to doing that I didn't get a chance to get an appointment was to speak to a soul reader. Yeah, and then this guy, man, was just not available. Because I think he only picks appointments on Fridays. And then Friday,
it's given this.
Because we met one of Sam's friend who is Egyptian, but also
Kanasoma moyo zatu Friday peke. I love it.
Monday ukuja na Monday vibe.
No, I think maybe it does other things. I don't know, but I think
so. Monday to Thursday is like a doctor. Then Friday
who
is
knows?
soul reading.
But I was more excited.
Maybe it works for the business, especially advertising wise.
Yeah.
That is
just
insane.
be mysterious.
Yeah. And I was like, let me go just chat it up with this guy. I feel like that was gonna be the highlight. If I managed to just speak to him, I think that was gonna be the highlight.
What's soul reading?
So basically, there's guys who ask you questions,
like the palm readings,
tell you things
and
about yourself. So now who does not ask you a question or anything. Literally,
he knows everything about you.
Sit down and starts to tell you stuff. So you can even ask him questions about. You can ask questions about even people who've died in your life previously
that you have not told them about.
Nothing. I mean, I'm Kenyan. He's never met me, never heard of me. Doesn't
never
know.
Googled. I'm being Chaxy there. Maybe Monday, Thursday, ni revision.
Yeah, but you see that hiyo ni kuassume ni kama utabook that well in advance. Because this contract is coming to me on Thursday, then I'm reaching out to see if it can be done on Thursday. Because Friday I'm in Alexandria the whole day. And I'm coming back late in the night. So, but I was down to honestly even skip Alexandria. No, I don't think so. But I've been down to work around his schedule. So, for me, it's just interesting. Like, let me see what he says. Yeah.
You don't think it can get mad scary?
Not for me though, because I have that crazy in me, so I'll be fine.
Yeah, because when you mentioned being told about people who've died in your life,
you can. So I think so you can ask questions maybe about people who died. You can ask about friends. You can even literally show him pictures about different people, and he can tell you stuff.
Only bad vibes.
Yeah, even relationships. You can be if there's someone you're hitting on and you want to know if maybe they feel the same.
I think when you go back and then a picture ya afandi. So we can just put this thing to rest.
Also, very safe country, bro. No one is going to mug you.
Yeah.
Nothing. Shops, they just open by the streets. Walk around middle of the night. You're fine.
Love that.
Safe country. Very safe country.
Now that's hard to fathom. When you're a Kenyan here.
Yeah.
It's on your phone and someone snatched it. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Beautiful country, bro. Like,
is it
if you don't go to critique, if you just go to enjoy and see how they're living, you'd have a very good time. You'd have such a great time. Yeah.
Is it true the pyramids don't have shadows?
I don't know about that. I didn't ask. But then, it's just that I don't remember all those measurements, but those are things you can find online. Yeah. Actually, now for the new segment, guys, find my name for the new segment. I'll do something about the pyramids. That would be a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't remember seeing shadows, but I swear I remember just being like if you ask me to describe them in one word, I'd just say majestic.
Are they like big, like in your face?
Yeah, they're very huge.
Okay.
They're very huge. Like, they are towering from wherever. You can see them from many angles. Yeah. But then even when you get closer, it's just
they're huge.
And then now, the closer you get, because now you start seeing the detail. It's insane.
The point of exploration they've gotten to at this point, is it because they can't get any further or they've chosen not to? Like the 12 meters going inside? I
don't know. I feel like for me would be the other thing of... But also this would be heavily built on this would be heavily come from my belief. Because I tell you guys, my belief in the mysteries of the world. Like things that don't... Like you don't have to explain everything. So for me, my thing would be like also why do we have to dig?
Yeah.
Like let it be. But also there's probably a lot of answers in there. So I also understand from the science perspective.
Yeah.
It's more of we have a bunch of them. Maybe we can just really dedicate one for study.
Yeah.
But I think also it's just in how complex the structure is in itself.
Yeah.
Because even with the digging, they keep discovering like, there's like a new... Because a lot of those things are blocked over the years, passages and whatnot. So if they're discovering new passages now, because you're sort of following a lead.
Literally.
Yeah.
And then you reach a complete dead wall.
Like
so to go through, you have to break
Come
it.
back. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you follow the lead. It's just confusing. But I'll get more information and then we can cover the pyramids.
Nice.
But one word, majestic. So you look at the pyramids, then you look at the Sphinx, you look at the castles, you look at the museums. It's a lot. It's a beautiful country, man. Yeah. You have to go back here. And then the Nile is huge as fuck. Yeah.
I mean,
is the Nile at some point, can you not see the other end?
Of the Nile?
The Nile.
I don't know, because we were mainly like in the city. Maybe, I'm sure if you follow, maybe possibly. Because also I think they have like 5, let me see. I think the guard said they have like 5 oasis towns. Because also remember it's a desert. Because also remember Egypt, there's the Red Sea, there's the Mediterranean, there's the Nile, but also there's Gaza. So like even some of the churches have actual security. I think also the city that goes closer to Gaza, it's harder to get in because it's very heavily controlled by the government. Because also Egypt is one of those countries where you feel like Israel is going to attack Egypt in it. Like it's almost inevitable.
Yeah.
So they're also on quite high alert. Also they had the Arab Revolution the other day, 2011, right? When they had the Egyptian Revolution. Yeah, 2011. Because they showed us the circle where, not the roundabout or the square where everything started. It's insane, man. You just have to see it.
Yeah.
You just have to see it. Egypt is one of those. I can only imagine, even the Egyptians themselves tell you that I've been here my whole life and I've never even explored half of what this country has.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I think the drive to the Red Sea next time would be epic because also you get to go through the Sahara properly, and then there's those different oasis towns, and then
that you
you
can
do
make
a
stopovers,
whole thing. Yeah, in the Red Sea, then maybe the north coast now where that only comes to life
That's
12 months in a whole year, bro.
Alafu they close and go home.
Yeah, they're just close. If you go now, nothing is happening. Yeah. It's insane, bro. I love it. I feel like this really reawakened my travel because I'm always traveling, but for work, and then you're such on a
That's
tight
what you should do
schedule.
with your
Yeah.
TikTok then.
Yeah, bro.
Actually,
How's the entertainment scene over there? Like
is that?
music joints, entertainment scene in general.
Yeah, bubbly. Because we hit the clubs, a lot of tech as well, for sure. Like even the old Cairo jazz, Shimza was literally there a week before. I was like, I
Yo.
wish you knew.
They've caught him.
So they have so many. One of the guys is like, the issue now is they're too spoiled for choice. Then now you need to look at how they do these huge house concerts at the pyramids at night. Oh my God.
Who's like the popping artist over there?
Like Egyptian?
Egyptian
They
artist.
have their own pop stars.
Okay.
Like proper pop stars who are just Egyptian rappers, singers.
They have like a sound, like CUA Kenya. We have a
They
certain
do. They have
sound.
their own Egyptian pop. You hear it everywhere you go.
Do they have a name or nah? It's just
I don't know. I didn't ask. Yeah. But now that would be good content now to do. Yeah. Yeah. I think I had such limited time when I realized how much there is to see. And then now every day was like busy back to back. I was like, let me see as much as I can. And then the next trip now I really want to go understand the music.
Like a 2-week, 3-week thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
just
good thing
make it
is,
a whole
and you see
thing.
now that's also the good thing about the job I do is if you're a person who makes friends, you get really good friends around the world, like almost any country. So even Egypt, I have like really good friends. Like we were well taken care of. So I'm sure and then the guys who are within the scene. So if you want to understand the music scene, they'll be easy to plug you. Like, these are the guys you should speak to. These are the spaces you should go to. Because even one of the nights we went to the clubs and there was this babe. I just took her Instagram. She was doing like alter music that was so sick. And she's been to Nairobi. She was telling me about her when she was trying to get cocaine in Nairobi and whatnot. It was so much fun. It was beautiful, bro. Then even the guys, like what the guy
Chaxy is back.
even the guy who runs the old Cairo jazz, when I was like, I'm from Nairobi, he was like, because we were having a bit of trouble getting in for just those I don't have to say. But then the guy, he finds out we're from Nairobi and everything changed. He's like, man, I think he's booked some guys from here. Like he knows how active the house scene is here. So they're also quite curious, about the scene here. But yeah. So it'd be nice, man. Let's see. Maybe we can.
Crazy.
Yeah. Maybe if all of you had passports, we could go. But now you guys don't have. The two of you don't have passports. You see.
Did you meet any checkmates?
No. Okay. No, I didn't meet any checkmates. So we need to do a bit of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you just spoke less Swahili.
Or speak more Arabic.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so that was my, sort of compressed version of Egypt. So I genuinely had an amazing time.
Very nice and detailed.
Very,
Like I feel like I was on that tour with you. Feels
And I just came back this morning. So
Yeah.
it was beautiful, man. But the planes are like the size of jumbo jets. So they have bigger planes, but I think the ones that fly these African routes are the others are the smaller ones.
the babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but amazing experience, man. I think
At least you're not in Diani 15K all inclusive.
like
our friends.
Steve, who is
Inclusive
seeing
of dust.
what is happening to Steve? So Steve,
That is
Steve, we
what?
covered Steve multiple times, but is Steve actually a cousin or just friend?
Really good
Yeah.
friend.
How would I have a kisika?
Anything is possible.
Anything is
On the
possible.
wheel.
But Steve is the guy who was in a white kanzu on a Friday for work. We covered that on the podcast, if you remember.
Not just a kanzu, it's giving bodysuit. Like thing is tight.
Yeah, and then it is not like a slim guy. So I don't think he picked the right size for him. So he looks really tight on him. And it's because they said the dress code was white. So he
All
wore
white.
kanzu.
And
God bless
also
you.
I mean,
white.
fair.
Right?
Also white to an all-white party that we went to, where the dress code is all black or all white, and then he came out in a kanzu and sandals. And then he's like, did I break the code?
Jenny, that's
We're
all
like,
that matters.
technically.
Yeah. So what is happening to Steve now?
So Steve, so we have this WhatsApp group. It's called Two Steves and a Ted.
Yeah.
So Steve named the group. Because I think we needed a WhatsApp group to just communicate because we see each other often. And then one day he just says, I'm going to name this group 2 Steves and a Ted. And then we are 2 Steves in there and a Ted. And then he said, all in favor, say aye. And then, so me, I say aye. And then he's like, Ted, you don't need to vote because I'm also in favor. I'm keeping the group. Keep in mind, no one wanted to change the group. So he just texted on it and he said, hey, guys, I'm seeing dust. So I think Ted Akamuza, what's going on? And they paid for an all-inclusive trip, 15K to Diani 5 days. I'm seeing dust. So
All-inclusive trip to
all-inclusive of what?
Wait, 5 days in Diani?
Yeah.
All-inclusive.
15,000.
We said we won't even ask. The next time we meet, we just need the story. Like
Because
live.
that's crazy,
Because
man.
We
all-inclusive
need it in the
means-
detail for Egypt.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because
I need you to tell me all the dust from the first dust to the last dust.
honestly.
all-inclusive means all meals
Drinks, food.
Yeah.
and drinks. So drinks, they pick. So you'd have beers,
Yeah.
spirits, but they just pick the brands.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they Zico.
And it's also not the best brand.
Of course.
They give you the best of
Of the
Kenya.
yeah.
So you get the best of Kenya is
Of
KC.
pre-colonial Kenya.
and also
because,
all-inclusive
bruh.
includes accommodation.
Yeah.
So you, Steve, with a big
Hey.
beard, you've left Nairobi for 5 days in Diani, and so you
On
can only pay
15,000.
15,000, which will include accommodation,
Alcohol.
food for all day, alcohol, none unlimited,
Bruh.
soft drinks.
Steve just looked at this deal and said, it sounds like a very good deal. Too good to be true? No, too good to be true, but too good.
yeah, kaende.
Packed a bag,
And dipped.
sat on a flight that he probably paid more.
Even more, that's the
Paid more
craziest
for the
thing.
flight.
I don't know hata kama kulikuwa na transfers on this trip.
Nah, that is some
Yeah.
insane mess.
Yeah, we'll talk about the dust. I will get an update by next
Please.
week.
Yeah. I want to get... can we talk about K-Dot?
Yes, that.
Kendrick
Auntie, just take it
Lamar.
away. I want to get something in the meantime.
What exactly? The new album?
Yeah. The new surprise drop.
Has he even confirmed? Is it a mixtape? Is it an album?
It's an
Is it-
album.
It's an album.
Okay. How many
It
songs?
just definitely does not feel like the official album you're waiting
yeah.
for sure. I think this is just a surprise drop.
Mm.
Let me...
GNX is the name of the album. 12 songs.
What would GNX stand for?
I wouldn't even know, honestly.
That's
If
track...
Kendrick knows.
Title track 11?
Yes.
Hold up. Just trying to get this.
I haven't listened to it yet. Ndio maana sina maoni.
Yeah.
I think I only listened this morning when it
I've
was
only
playing.
listened to them. I've gotten through 5 songs.
Why wouldn't this
No,
one
just a notebook. I will listen to it on YouTube through the guys who break down the lyrics.
I don't know why this is not opening. Kaende. Anyone who's an expert here in Outlook as I get this? Because my Outlook has been giving me trouble, a bit of trouble. Anyway, why am I struggling on my phone and my computers here?
Outlook is crazy.
So I wanna...
Outlook just hangs ikijisikia. I'm retrieving things.
No, my thing is when I need to respond to an email, I show you. So I have 2 emails logged here. One email works properly when I click on respond. Then the other one just doesn't. Like it... Okay, here we go.
Ah!
What's up?
So, this album is named after his Buick Regal. You see the thingy, the album cover, that car.
Oh, Buick. Uh-huh.
Yes. So I think it's a GNX make or something. Yeah, it's named after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feels very rushed at
No.
the artwork, the album cover.
It may look rushed, but maybe he's been sitting on it for a while.
For a while.
Yeah, you never know.
But he has a thing for cars. Think Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
He really has a thing for, yeah.
Like especially those vintage classics.
Yeah.
Oh, and because of how they drive crazy in Egypt, a lot of the cars just have scratches.
I'm not
Because what's the
surprised.
point in fixing a scratch when
If
it's
you
going to
bump it
scratch the next
tomorrow-
year? Yeah. So-
So gari ingine pia liko na scratches mob.
Yeah, Fandi.
Yeah, fund. So size anything
mwingine.
Mariah is just a fund. Anyway, so I wanna discuss Vuma Fiber in a little bit for our checkmates who are looking for internet connection. This is both for offices and home usage. So Vuma Fiber is available in the following key areas, including Kiambu, so the whole of Kiambu, Kikuyu, Githunguri, Ruai, Kibichoi, I've never heard of a place called Kibichoi, but I'm sure it exists. Ikinu, Mwihoko, and more. So if you're looking for stable and reliable internet connection for both your home or office, kindly dial 0709 517917. That's 0709 517917 to get connected to fast, reliable internet. So I'll just mention a few packages. A few Vuma packages. So these are for houses. 10 Mbps, 2,000 shillings a month. 20 Mbps, 2,500. 30 Mbps, 3,000. 40 Mbps at 4,000. And 60 Mbps at 5,000. Now, if the speeds don't work, just call me. My number is 0709 517 917. Another one will pick, but someone at Vuma will actually pick. For office connections, 10 Mbps at 5,000. I think for offices, because normally they have dedicated.
Shared.
Yeah. Then 10,000 for 20 Mbps, 40 Mbps at 20K, and 50 Mbps at 25K. I've used Vuma myself, so this is not just advertising for the sake of anything, and I'll vouch for them. So if you live in those areas that I mentioned, Mwass mentioned those areas.
Kibichoi, Mwihoko, Kiambu,
Githunguri,
Ikunu, Inuku, Iluku, Pigaluku, Kuna. There's one. Yeah.
And the areas, once again, these are not all the areas. These are just some of the key areas. So Kiambu, which is the whole of Kiambu County, Kikuyu, Githunguri, Ruai, Kibichoi, Ikinu, Mwihoko, and more areas. I gave the number already, and Denis is going to have the squeeze back. So if you're on YouTube, you can make reference on the squeeze backs that are going to be running on the damn screen. Wizkid also dropped, my guys. Have you heard it?
No, not yet.
But anyway,
That's the homework
we
for
said
tomorrow.
when gear comes, now we'll do proper music.
Yeah.
You know, as an extra something. So
Proper music.
so I know Wizkid dropped, Kedot dropped. I definitely haven't listened to both, but I've skimmed through very quickly. So we can cover this when this comes in. But Burna Boy.
Yeah, man.
Moved to March 1st.
Excited.
2 more months.
Because December was feeling cramped. December was just feeling like... Yeah, December was feeling like it was a lot.
Hey, but we had even changed our traveling plans for December because of Burna.
Are you still doing Cliffy?
Yeah, I think I'll do Kilifi.
So now you don't have to leave it early in the morning. So you're from Burna straight to Kilifi.
Yeah.
And
Steve is so the way we decided to do the package. Ted will handle logistics, us moving there and coming back.
Yeah, I agree.
Ted logistics.
Let Ted
Let Steve.
No,
all inclusive.
Steve is handling our accommodation and food and drink.
Hey. The guy for 15K for all inclusive.
Yeah. So
anyway, we just love a good
the
story.
dust.
So,
We shall be here to dust you off in January.
May the dust be
I'm doing tickets and drugs.
Episode title, May the dust be with you.
May the dust be with you.
All inclusive dust.
Yeah, I'm really confused about my plan for December.
Yeah.
Because I really wanted to do Cape Town, but where is the money, bro?
Damn.
The Cape Town in December is
Bananas.
Yeah, so if there's a checkmate who wants to sponsor me for Cape Town in December, I'll give my actual number.
Wait, what's my plan? No. Magda's coming on the 30th.
Who?
Magda.
You are Shosh?
Sure, she's coming earlier, but my twin cousin,
twin cousin.
is one who's coming on the 30th. Yeah, but at least she'll be here.
She's still down?
She'll be here still till like the 10th, so I guess she'll link with you guys and whatever. So
Magda, we
Magda,
speak to her on first time.
Yeah.
Magda's coming on the 30th.
Oh, shit.
Do
Do you know if Shosh would be down?
2?
Still.
See you later.
So what's a conspiracy theory that actually makes sense?
Tupizi.
The pyramids were built by the aliens.
Tupizi is in Cuba, bro.
No, the one two of them that kind of makes sense. One, and I got an update on the second one just the other day. But the whole conversation about the pyramids showing that we've had generations before us that were well ahead of us technologically that just died. And then the second one is someone put a thought in my mind. The moon landing was not fake.
I was just about to say the moon landing is fake.
happened. The footage is what was faked because America just needed to
Sure.
to show that.
It was a Cold War. So you
Yeah.
needed to show that.
Yeah.
So it was about the being
Did it
superpowers.
really
yeah?
happen though?
So it happened, but now they didn't record it. So
Then
they went
they-
to Hollywood.
And did some stupid ass thing.
This is in 1969, so there was not a lot of things to use. Lights, nini, cameras, whatever. So there's a lot of shakiness.
But they did it really well.
They did a
Why
really
is
good
there-
For
job.
the time. But I don't believe it happened.
Yeah.
Maybe I
just
don't believe it happened.
If Elon Musk hasn't been to the moon yet,
You know what someone told me? Because it was a war of like it was a dig measuring contest.
Yeah.
between all
it was
the
a Cold War,
countries.
literally. Yeah.
If the other countries found out it really didn't happen, they would have clowned them like proper.
But also the other countries had no way of proving.
Getting, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Also, it's the 60s, man.
So I can just tell you, hey, I was at the moon, which is nice.
Yeah. See, I have footage. See, I can just tell you, I was at the moon.
Yeah.
One step for mankind, one leap for human, or whatever they say.
So this is off Bolalat. So you moon landing.
Yeah, and also two
Moon
pieces
landing
in
and then-
Cuba.
Two packets in Cuba.
And the pyramids for me as well.
Okay, so all the pyramids were built by aliens. So let me read a few here. Just beyond Brandy, they actually have cures for diseases
True.
like cancer, HIV.
Yeah, see, this is just
Yeah.
a cash cow. So
Bro, the pharmaceutical engine industry. Guys, we're recording at 5:30 p.m. on two brain cells. Yeah.
uko tu sawa.
So one cause says gangster and degenerate rap is being pushed by the American government.
If you I kind of believe that when you watch what was the name of this movie? It's on Netflix. This guy kept dying and Akirudi. Yes, they cloned Tyrone. That guy, when you watch that, there's some actual sense to everything that they're saying, to that specific tweet. I kind of believe it.
King Harley says the government controls the weather.
So fuck God, basically.
I don't think
He gave
two
us the
things can
elements
exist.
and then-
I don't think two things can exist. You don't
How?
think the government
I
have
would think that would be hard to do like globally. I'm like
a global scale
intersectionally.
Like in
I know
Dubai,
Dubai they created rain
Yeah.
from nothing. Not
They
from
do.
nothing, from science.
they still do it up to
Yeah.
date. Yeah.
And they maneuver how the water comes back to the land. So I would say they
Okay, well,
control
I
small
mean-
sections.
Oh, also, like in Egypt, because it doesn't rain, hakuna drainage. Drainage does not exist
That's wild.
because they don't need it.
So tupatie
So
dosi
where do
tujenge
people?
huku.
Why do?
No,
not
man,
sewerage.
roadside drainage.
Not
I was
sewerage.
just about
Hey.
that's an email. Brr. Yeah.
So when you're designing your road, it's just roads.
Yeah.
Imagine.
don't
That's
need it.
wild.
ATHD says, I think black people are way more than 13% of the US population.
I wouldn't know that.
Is that a conspiracy theory? That time your sensors on a fake numbers.
Okay, good thing because they do sensors.
But sasa even sensors, hata za huku, would you believe everything they do?
Of course not.
Like if they knew Kikuyus were not the most of the population, I'm sure they
It's to control a
track their numbers
narrative,
as
of
well.
course.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone whose name I can't pronounce says space and ocean are connected.
Through what? Yeah.
I feel like a jurist was here, he would explain
He would
this.
have
As a flat earther.
He's like at the end of the horizon, they meet.
Just keep going, you'll fall over.
Let me say, maybe two last one. 9/11 was an inside job.
They don't like.
So
It's a lot. America has done a lot.
Truly.
Has done a lot.
So
Hey,
yeah, I wouldn't put it past, but also
because someone else says
Hey.
9/11 or domestic terrorist attack. I find one that you guys discussed at this just jokes. The initial moon landing was staged, but we eventually got there at a later point. If they did a later point, they would have gone with a camera.
better
for sure.
camera.
Truly.
Yeah. I think they just went and it was dark and production didn't work. And then they came back and then they went to Hollywood. Because also there was the whole question about the lighting being too perfect.
yeah.
It's like a podcast, bro. Kwani alikuwa anaitwa nani? Neil Armstrong alibeba equipment
Maybe.
and was trained on filming. Ukifika
Wash
First
up.
thing you do.
Wash.
in zero gravity. No, the moon is not zero gravity. but less gravity. So unaweza kalai TV anze kwenda.
Yeah.
Someone, Jay Starker says Stevie Wonder isn't fully blind.
But to you, I kind of agree.
Even after chilling with Julio.
No,
But
because
Julio-
there are moments where this nigga will just be grabbing microphones and
But
Yeah.
Julio explained like blindness is not completely zero. You can get like unaweza ona very unclearly. So maybe silhouettes. Ama mtu akikufanyia hivi you can move.
Someone says no one ever really dies.
Kuna mchezo.
Agenda langata huyo.
Lale.
Okay. Then lastly, aliens are actually found under the sea.
And
Aliens are actually found under the sea.
so what
Like their
about
bodies,
UFOs then?
Hmm?
What about the UFOs? Those
Me, I believe aliens are walking among us. And they know how to look human-like. Or their presence is just here, but we can't see or track them. Or
No,
do
they're dead. They definitely
Can they see us?
exist.
They can see us. They know we exist. They're looking at us.
Ziko tu mahali wanakwanga tu
Hata maybe
wamecamp.
even now, they can
So
just
all
zap
seeing
us.
eye too. Like ziko tu, like they can see everywhere.
Yeah.
And then
They don't.
like we're just entertaining them. We're
Yeah.
source of entertainment.
Hataki kutusumbua. Ama maybe the level of intelligence they're at, they can't.
different.
You guys still get sick. You guys still go from point A to B using a vehicle.
Yeah.
You can't open
Like
wormholes.
UFOs or something.
I think was I listening to this guy who was speaking on the experiments I think that the US government has going on in Antarctica relating to aliens. Have you guys seen that?
No.
Okay, we save it for the new segment. I
Okay.
find it.
Okay.
Yeah. I find it. Anyway, I think that's it, man. Unless anything else
Sir.
happened that you guys want to discuss.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, yeah, bro, chill.
Hey,
That's it?
I'm beat. Yeah.
Okay.
that's it for me as well.
So this was 215?
Mhm.
All right, episode 215 we are.
Mic check.
Then episode 215 we are.
Over 26. This is
The Bagger Podcast.
This is the Brunch Club. Over 26.
welcome back to
The mics are cool.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.